Right now, we now know the name of a woman killed in Madison's first homicide of the year, what we know about that victim and the investigation. And Portage police are asking for help identifying a man wanted for multiple healthcare facility thefts across the state. Plus, Dane County is using new technology to prepare snowplow drivers months ahead of winter.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Police are searching for a murder suspect tonight after a 30-year-old woman was found dead on Madison's east side. Police discovered the body shortly after 4 this morning, just across from the Salvation Army parking lot near Darbo Drive. Within the last half hour, the Dane County Medical Examiner identified that victim as Amanda Woods. A preliminary investigation determined she died from, quote, sharp force-related trauma. Jamie Perez is live with the latest on the city's first homicide of the year. Jamie?
Police actually cleared this area right around noon after their search was done, and this is the grassy field area where that woman's body was found. Now, earlier today, police said that generally this is a safe area, and they used to have problems with this neighborhood, but in recent years, they haven't really had any issues come up. But people that I spoke with earlier said they have some mixed feelings about that statement that police made, especially after this homicide happened.
Speechless, I can't say nothing about that, man. You know, it happened at 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's good thing everybody was in the house sleeping.
DeMonte Thompson lives in these apartments across from where the first homicide of the year happened. He says he generally feels safe in this community. Lavette Brown says she feels differently knowing this type of thing happens so close to her new home.
I just moved here yesterday, and I didn't know Darbo was like this because I lived here before, so I didn't know Darbo was going to be like this.
Police say the woman who was killed in this field was visiting friends at these apartments. They say she stepped outside around 4 in the morning, but never came back inside. Her friends found her lying in this field and performed life-saving measures on her until police got there.
At this point, we don't know whether or not she knew the person who killed her. And so there is some danger to the community right now. I don't think we can discount that.
For Lavette Brown, that isn't discounted at all.
Just because this just happened, it don't seem like it's a safe area.
Police aren't commenting on how the woman was killed, but they are looking for evidence they can find that may give them some potential leads.
Police say that this investigation did require all hands on deck today. If you have any information that may help them in their investigation, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers.
Jamie Perez reporting from the east side of Madison. Thank you so much, Jamie. New at 6, Portage police are asking for the public's help in finding and identifying a suspect in multiple thefts from healthcare facilities. He is a person of interest right now connected to thefts from Portage, Wausau, La Crosse, Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, Eau Claire, and Red Wing, Minnesota. Police believe he's targeting facilities just off the interstate, but they haven't said what he's taking. He's believed to be driving a white Kia Forte with Florida license plates. We'll have more on this investigation tonight on News 3 Now at 10. 5 teens are in custody tonight for allegedly stealing a car from Dane County and leading Columbia County deputies on a chase. The Dane County Sheriff's Office was tracking a 13-year-old on GPS monitoring in a vehicle they believe to be stolen. They notified Columbia County deputies who were able to track down the car around 2:40 this afternoon. When law enforcement tried stopping the car on Highway 51, the driver sped off, reaching speeds of 95 miles per hour at some points before voluntarily stopping just south of the Portage city limits. Now, 5 teenage boys, 2 13-year-olds and 3 14-year-olds were arrested. Beaver Dam School District officials say the cleanup process is going to be more complicated than they anticipated after a suspected drunk driver crashed into the middle school there. Right now, more than 3 restoration teams made up of over 80 contractors are working to clean up damage from the crash and the fire Wednesday night. The gym floor is a total loss. The district had to rearrange a few open houses, but still plans to start classes on schedule, that being on Tuesday, September 3rd. To weather now, looking like an absolutely beautiful weekend. Let's check in with meteorologist Dave Caulfield for your first alert forecast. Dave?
Well, Danica, plenty of sunshine on the way for this weekend, and really comfortable air continues to be with us as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Live look in Madison on the WISC-TV Skycam. One big cloud off right in the foreground there, but other than that, plenty of blue sky. 72 degrees our temperature right now. Dew point very comfortably in the low 50s. That wind out of the northeast at about 15 miles per hour. Some other temperatures, we are in the 60s just to the east of Madison, in Watertown and Waukesha, Milwaukee and Juneau as well. 70s closer to southwestern Wisconsin. Dew points are in the lower to middle 50s generally, and I think those dew points will stay comfortable as we head into Saturday and Sunday. We'll start off in the lower to middle 50s with clear skies for tomorrow, and then as we get into the afternoon, plenty of sunshine, highs in the mid to upper 70s. We'll talk about when rain chances return to the forecast in just a few minutes.
Sounds great. Thank you, Dave. People in Richland Center are ready for answers surrounding an ongoing investigation into Police Chief Lucas Clements. In the last 2 months, or in the 2 months rather, since the investigation started, we still don't know what he's being investigated for. We do know the chief is on paid leave, still getting $38 an hour. The Department of Justice won't explain more, but it has said a court ordered the appointment of a special prosecutor. Now, the mayor told us he doesn't know anything about the investigation, and it will be several weeks before the prosecutor gives their take. Many in the community want to wait until that prosecutor makes a call before they form an opinion. Others hope for answers soon so the city can move forward.
We feel safe here, we feel protected, and we always thought the police forces, we're safe and they do a good job. Now we're hearing things that concern us.
Clements has been in trouble with the department before. In 2013, he was cited for suspicion of a hit and run, among other charges. We submitted a request for Clements' personnel records with the police department to see if there have been transgressions since then. That was 2 months ago, and the department has not responded to our request. Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice Dan Kelly has been cited in a crash that injured 2 people. This happened on August 9th near his home in Waukesha County. He was ticketed for failing to stop at a stop sign, slamming into a van. That van was totaled, and Kelly's car had to be towed from the scene. A court hearing is scheduled for September 25th. Happening now, a man on a cross-country bike ride for suicide awareness is making his way through Wisconsin. We met up with Massachusetts native David Hurd in Madison. He was on his way to Platteville this morning. He's doing a 25,000-mile, 3-year journey, visiting 48 different states. He told us he was inspired to take that journey after surviving 3 suicide attempts and seeing dozens of friends die by suicide. Right now, he's on State 28 and has done about 13,000 miles of riding in the last 8 months.
When I started this project, it was more so for my own well-being, and over time it's grown, and I've realized that there's a lot more people that are suffering alone and that really don't know that there's help out there and that there's people willing to help people.
He's certainly right there. Hurd is riding as part of the One Pedal at a Time movement. It connects people who are overcoming obstacles through cycling. Hurd has no savings due to financial issues that contributed to some of his mental health struggles. So if you would like to donate to help him pay for food or the occasional hotel break on his journey, you can go to ridewithdanusa.com. It is only August, but Dane County is already planning for that first snowfall, and Gabriella Buquera shares more about the new technique the county's using to prepare plow drivers.
That's right. Snow plow drivers are getting started before the snow hits the ground because they don't need it to practice clearing the roads. With the help of technology, they're being trained to expect all the hazards that might come their way. Snow plows are big and hard to handle.
Yeah, you have to be on your toes when we're out plowing.
And driving one poses a lot of challenges.
We got a lot going on here. Like I say, you have 2 wings going on, so you have to watch a lot of mirrors. We have gauges in here. You have your truck gauges that you have to worry about if you have low air pressure or not.
Just gonna follow that truck.
For the first time, Dane County is using the L3T driving simulator, which gives drivers the realistic experience, oh my gosh, hazards and all, without getting into the big machine.
So let's move back over to the right.
And Dane County Executive Joe Parisi was one of those to take the wheel.
It feels very real.
His challenges were driving in between obstacles.
It's going to take me a long time to plow one straight.
And he only hit one person.
Oh my God. Oh! How How many strikes do I better stop and call 911.
Okay, so you have your seatbelt on?
Yeah. So I followed his lead and gave it a spin.
It's just like a real life mission. There you go.
For someone who's never driven in snow,
Watch out!
oh my God! I got a first-hand look at what winter in Wisconsin might look like.
Score, 95 out of 100? That's an A+.
The purpose of the simulation is to get adjusted to all of the challenges of the roads
Kids throwing snowballs at you.
before winter comes.
This is not easy. This is really hard, you know, and getting used to it and knowing the different types of hazards that you'll encounter before you're actually out on the road, on the real road doing that is incredibly important.
And while snowplowers are still learning to avoid hazards, Dane County is also reminding people to give them some distance.
Give us the room to do the work. The faster we can get the snow off the road, the faster people can get to their destination.
Snowplow drivers say the simulation is pretty accurate with the hazards they see on the roads, whether it's the quick changing weather or people and cars crossing out in front of them, so the L3T can help them prepare for whatever comes their way this winter.
Do you feel more confident or less confident after driving that simulator today?
I feel actually a little more confident with the snow, but we'll see when winter comes.
Well, lucky for you, you don't have to drive a plow when the snow comes, just your car.
That's true.
All right, Gabby, thank you so much.
Thanks.
There is more local news ahead at 6. A Janesville High School is starting a new club that's about much more than target practice. We'll explain more about the life lessons that are being taught through archery. Welcome back. There's a local high school that's looking to add a new club to its roster of sports teams, one that aims at the heart of Wisconsin culture. Only News 3 Now's Leah Linscheid shares that story from Janesville tonight.
My dad got me my first small bow.
The best lessons in life.
He just took me outside.
At least so far for 15-year-old McKenna.
He said that he used to do it and his dad used to do it.
Started with a bow.
And it just kind of fell into place.
Not the kind of bow you'd expect for a high school girl.
Each arrow counts in a competition.
Not the kind of lessons you'd expect.
I love the adrenaline of it.
Either.
Just like the hard work, you want to achieve your goals that you've set. You want to just get higher and higher.
But McKenna's convinced what she learns here will last much longer.
You can put this into life.
We think she's hit the bullseye.
This is a sport you can do the rest of your life.
And so does Jeff Adey.
I've been shooting archery my entire life. My 75-year-old mother still shoots bow and arrow.
That's why he's working to take these lessons to a more academic setting.
It's just like football, just like baseball.
Jeff helps with Janesville's S3DA Archery Club at Huntin' Gear in town. He wants to help implement those clubs into high schools in our area.
The idea is to then get other high schools to see how much fun it is, how easy it is to set it up, get it operational, that in a year or 2 years, we'll have a core group of different high schools that can then start competing against each other.
The funding is already there. Wisconsin's DNR has grants and equipment available for anyone interested. McKenna's high school, Milton, is on board. It's building a team to compete against other clubs this fall. So why is this so important? Jeff shoots it straight for us.
When you're in school and you're young, it's the tallest guy's the best at basketball, the biggest one is the best at football, the fastest one is the best at hockey. But in archery, you are on even footing. The skinny little girl, the kid who's not very coordinated, can outshoot the jock anytime. Every single one of them can succeed.
It's a lesson in blowing up expectations that McKenna has already learned. A life lesson she hopes to pass on to her classmates and someday her kids.
Of course.
In Janesville, I'm Leah Lynchide for News 3 Now.
Pretty cool there. Next at 6, beautiful weather for all of your outdoor activities, with a bow and arrow or not, that you have planned this weekend. Gary Canalti will have your live First Alert forecast from the Middleton Good Neighbor Festival when we come back.
This is meteorologist Gary Canalti. I'm live on location in Middleton for Good Neighbor Fest, and it is a beautiful weekend for it. Compared to last year, we had all the rain at this time. We're timing this one out just right. But if you're coming out to Good Neighbor Festival, I don't have any rain in the forecast for any one of the 3 days here. Temperatures, for the most part, are going to be very comfortable. We'll see low temperatures tonight in the 60s. High temperatures tomorrow are going to be in the looks like in the upper 70s to low 80s. You need to switch over to Max 2, please. We can switch over to Max 2. That's where our graphics are. So let's go ahead and take a look at visible cloud track. Right now, there's hardly a cloud in the sky over Middleton. Things very nice around here. Not a drop of rain anywhere around Wisconsin on Doppler track. The nearest showers basically are up in northern portions of North Dakota moving into Canada. So we're going to stay dry for the time being. Live view from the WISC Skycam showing generally clear skies with just a few fair weather cumulus clouds. The live view from the Edgewater Skycam in downtown Madison looking nice as well. As we check out the almanac for today, you'll see our high temperature 74, low temperature 57, and right now our temperature is at a very comfortable 72 degrees. Winds are out of the northeast at 14 miles per hour, and the dew point temperature is 52, so the air is very dry. Let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast for tonight. Look for skies to become mostly clear. It'll be very comfortable. Low temperature dropping to 53 degrees, and winds will be light out of the east. For tomorrow, look for another sunny day, pleasant conditions. Our high temperature will top out at 77. Winds will be from the east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we check out future track, you can see whatever clouds there are will go away pretty quickly for tonight. Those temperatures will fall off pretty quickly as well because the air is dry. So by morning, we'll be in the lower 50s. For tomorrow, look for sunny skies, maybe a few fair weather cumulus clouds popping up in the afternoon with high temperatures in the lower 70s. For tomorrow night, expect skies to become mostly clear again. We'll see those temperatures drop back into the mid 50s, and then temperatures will top out in the upper 70s on Sunday. Now, as we take a look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, there'll be some shower and thunderstorm chances Monday. That's probably our best chance of rain. Any lingering showers and storms land early on Tuesday. Then after a slight chance of a thunderstorm Wednesday, we'll see dry weather for Thursday. Friday, another chance of showers and thunderstorms, but look at that forecast for Labor Day weekend. Sunny skies, high temperatures in the low to mid 70s, and no rain at all expected over that time period. So again, we're at Good Neighbor Festival in Middleton. We're just west of Middleton High School, just north of University Avenue. The festival goes on till 11 o'clock tonight, till midnight tomorrow, and from 9 to 6 on Sunday. Lots of things going on here. We've got the carnival rides going on till 11 o'clock tonight. We've got tomorrow there's a 5-kilometer run walk at 9:30 in the morning. And then on Sunday, there's arts and crafts and yoga that start at 9 a.m. So a lot of things going on at Good Neighbor Festival, but the weather will be perfect. You have no reason not to be out here live in Middleton.
Packers head coach Matt LaFleur talks field issues north of the border while we bring you a Prep Mania preview with perfect field conditions in Waunakee. Sports is next. Ladies, gentlemen, pets, whoever, football is back. Real games that actually count. The 12th season of the Prep Mania Game of the Week kicks off tonight. We like to start our seasons with a boom, and tonight is no exception. Monona Grove takes a trip to Wanakee, and that is where we find Jay Wilson, who is back off the injured list and ready to dominate. Good evening, Jay.
Good evening, Kevin, and hello, everyone. I got my second hip replacement, and the good news is I don't have 3 hips, so I'm done with that. We're back walking. It's great to be here for the season premiere of the Prep Mania Game of the Week, our 12th year of doing high school games. We'll be live on channel3000.com at 7 o'clock. Joined by our 2 good friends, Bill Brophy, Alan Minard, once again this season. And boy, you talk Monona Grove and Wanakee and football, bro. You're talking about 2 of the blue bloods here in southern Wisconsin.
No doubt. With apologies to our friends in Sun Prairie and Middleton and Verona. They're the favorites to get to the Big 8 along with Madison Memorial. But I think most people would say these have probably been the most successful programs in the last decade. Monona Grove comes in. They haven't lost a conference game in the Badgers' house since 2016. They've won 11 games each of the last 2 years. They remember last year when Wanakee put a 33-7 spanking on them in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. But by and large, this is a great program. They've got a lot of rebuilding to do. They've lost everybody on defense, but they returned Brady Killalane on offense. They'd like to get some revenge tonight against a team that has not lost a league game in the Badger North since 2014. Of course, Wanakee's won 6 state titles. Pat Rice has won 90% of his games. Great place to start the season. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and Alan, quickly, this is the first game of a 9-game regular season, but there's a lot on the line tonight. This could determine a lot in October, November.
Absolutely. The seeding will have ramifications. This game could have ramifications because they try to split up undefeated conference champions. And these teams have been on a collision course in the playoffs over the last few years. And so whoever wins this game has kind of bragging rights and Division II rankings, too.
All right, so 7 o'clock, channel3000.com only. Again, only online, 7 o'clock, Monona Grove and Wanakee. Hope to see you then. Kevin, back to you.
Jay, thank you very much. Have fun tonight, guys, and yes, we will see you tonight a little later on. Well, Packers head coach Matt LaFleur said the plan was for Aaron Rodgers and his offensive starters to play last night against the Raiders. It was. And the Raiders said they were benching their starters, and the field had holes in it. Moving the goalpost from the Canadian Football League dimensions in Winnipeg, LaFleur said he and all his players have played on worse fields, but he didn't want to take any risks. He wasn't involved in the discussions about how to alter the dimensions, and he didn't think the shortened field devalued the game.
I feel confident in our preparation, and hindsight's 20/20, and I know we're going to get second guessed every which way, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm concerned about how we go about our business and the mindset in that locker room, and I feel, I think our guys are confident. The beauty of this was we got a chance to really evaluate some of the guys that may not have gotten the amount of time that we needed to get evaluations on.
It's a little nitpicky to say Wisconsin running back Jonathan Taylor only caught 8 passes last year. He wants to do more of that this season. He's been working on diversifying the portfolio. Training camp is over. The mental switch to game week has been made. Kickoff for the Badgers a week from tonight.
You know who's also
in South Florida.
That's awesome. You know who's also in the zone? This guy right here with this forecast.
It feels like college football weather outside.
Yeah.
Temperatures in the 70s right now. Will be in the 70s over the next couple of days with plenty of sunshine. We welcome back shower and thunderstorm chances on Monday, but overall, a really nice week and a half on tap.
All right, enjoy that football weather, and we will see you back here after the game.